Right, morning all. It is Thursday morning, day 2 of my summer holidays. Warmed up with bands. I'm going to do 3 out of the 140 and then move up. There we go. So 145. Decent. Back in on the 145. Last one was heavy. So I was pushing myself with that last third arrow out of this in my last set, and I've slightly clipped my chest where I'm pushing too far to try and get that arrow back. So I'm going to drop down and do a couple of sets of 2 arrows out of this and see how that goes. Same again. So I tried not to push this forwards, but I've straightened my arm and I've caught my bracer. That's what happens when you're pushing so hard. You're either straightening your arm and then you're catching yourself, or you're pushing your chest too far forwards and then you're catching yourself. So this really is my limit at the moment for quick succession arrows. You know, my first set of 3 was fine. Second set of 3 was a little bit sketchy to clip my chest. And then that set of 2, first arrow fine, second arrow, straightened my arm, caught my bracer. So I'll go for singles, I think. Probably do 3 single arrows with a minute break between. And then, I might get my recurve out, the 138 recurve, because that has a similar kind of front end to the 145 flatbow, but with the recurve, the way that the tips fold round, it doesn't let off at the back end, but it doesn't carry on sort of ramping up in draw weight. The draw weight sort of smooths off. So that might help with that arm lock out or chest push out, and hopefully you can get a few more arrows out that way. Let's see. So I've had a couple of minutes rest. I'm going to do a single arrow out of the 145 and then have another minute rest. Do another single, have a minute rest, do another single. It's actually raining now, but Still one. Yeah, that felt good. So just one and have a rest. Okay, so that's a minute or so's rest. This will be my second single arrow out of the 145. Felt good. So third and final single out of the 145. Felt good, powerful. There's nothing quite like the feeling of being fully in control of a bow of that weight. They are so heavy. So yeah, I'm going to drop to the 138 recurve. I'm going to go and get that, dig that out, string it up, and see how we go. Now then, here's a treat. Just dug this out, the 138. That's got some front end. See how we get on. I don't know when the last time I shot this was. It's got to be 4 weeks, 6 weeks ago when I was at the masterclass. Yeah, probably then. Whew. Wow, that's fast. That's perfect. Because it feels the same at the front as the 145, but then the draw force curve just kind of tails off as the tips flick round. Yeah, nice. Great idea. Well done, me. Can I get a third out? Good Lord. I'm going to go for fourth. Yes! I'm pleased with that. And now it's raining, so I'm going to call it a day there. But yeah, good little session that is. I'm pleased with that. This feels amazing. I need to use this a bit more for training. So there you go. But no, not a bad little Thursday morning.